Hey everybody, welcome back to Deciphering Crypto. Real world asset tokens, I think, are going to be another big narrative this cycle. Big shout out to DoDial2334 who had requested that we do this review on the RIO token, which is a RWA or a real world asset protocol. This token's a little bit older than some of the tokens that we've done in the past. This token was launched in 2021. Let's check it out. So the RIO token is the token for the Realio protocol. It is a platform that tokenizes real world assets such as real estate and private equity. The main current features on this protocol is going to be tokenization. So currently they have two investments, and that is a Bitcoin mining investment, and that token is LMX. Then they also have the actual Realio network. The token for that is RST. Those are the only two current investments that they have on the protocol. One thing that the Realio network really has going for them is their compliance. They are KYC compliant. They have gone the extra steps to make sure that they are compliant with any SEC requirements. They are prepared for their assets or these tokenized assets to be listed as securities, which is very common with real estate assets. Because let's face it, most of the time people invest in real estate to end up making a profit, knowing or hoping that the asset is going to be worth more in the future, or that you can make money from an investment property such as an apartment building. You're spending your investment on the apartment building so that you can bring in an average return. And then in the meantime, the actual value of the real estate itself goes up. So you're collecting revenue and the asset is appreciated in value over time. So the compliance mechanism that they have in place will take care of any of those requirements. Something else that is pretty cool about the Realio protocol is interoperability between different chains. Right now, they're available on several different blockchains. It's going to be the Ethereum blockchain, the Algorand, and the Stellar blockchain. As far as upcoming features, they do have a roadmap. The roadmap is pretty detailed. It's kind of segmented into quarters. One of the upcoming features is going to be new real estate investment. I guess they're considering this Bitcoin and mining operation as a real estate investment. But that's one thing that has kind of frustrated me about the protocol when I've looked through it, is that it doesn't seem like they really have any type of on-ramp for these private equity groups or real estate that wants to be fractionalized. If I owned an apartment building and I wanted to give up 50 or 70% of the equity that I had in the apartment building, how would I do that? And right now, it would just be like to contact them and then we just kind of sort it out. It seems like all those mechanisms need to be put in place for municipality requirements and real estate requirements. There is a lot of underlying infrastructure that seems like it's lacking in the real estate aspect of the protocol. Any type of investment property, whether it be commercial or multifamily or even single family, has other needs. It has to have a mechanism in order to collect rents. It has to have a mechanism in place in order to do maintenance or take care of requests or any type of services that belong to the community, any community type of areas, whether it be for residential or for commercial. So that mechanism is really lacking, and I think it would be really helpful to the token holders to get a little bit more detail put into that aspect of the real estate asset side of things. They do plan on adding some additional chains, so that's good. They plan on adding Polkadot and Solana, so that'll be cool when they get those chains on board. Something else that's coming up in Q3 is going to be this districts land rush. I'm not exactly sure what this is for. It's like this virtual world for architects and interior designers and landscapers. I think it's specifically mentioned. And I could understand if you were using it as like to tour virtual properties or to show real estate. Let's say I wanted to build an apartment building. What's it going to look like? What's it going to look like inside? I could do like a virtual version of the apartment building because I was getting ready to build it and I wanted to tokenize the investment in the project of say $30 million, and I wanted to show it off to investors. What do I have planned? What do my plans look like? Where is it going to be located in the city? And then I had a virtual representation of that. I think that would be very useful. But just to have like this virtual world that mirrors the earth. It seems like fictitious buildings and real estates and interior designs. Not exactly. It just kind of seems a little bit random. Next, we have user interface. I think the user interface is actually pretty good. It has quite a few different tabs on there as far as the liquidity and then the swapping and then the investing. I think a lot of the tabs could be reduced, less clicking or going to different places. But overall, the user interface is pretty easy to work with, and it's pretty simple. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's a pretty decent user interface. They're also getting ready to revamp that user interface, so I'm looking forward to what that's going to look like and the improvements that they're going to make. As far as the RIO token itself, the utility of this token is going to have a couple of different utility uses. One is going to be for transaction fees that are on the platform and tokenization fees. So you can use it to tokenize your project, and you'll be able to use RIO tokens in order to do that. Some of the utility that the RIO token is going to have is you're going to be able to do staking and governance, and you're also going to be able to have platform access fees. So different features or just the site in general is going to require RIO tokens, and you'll also be able to use those tokens for staking and governance. Revenue streams are primarily going to be transaction fees within the protocol, and they're also going to be in asset tokenization fees. Those are the two revenue streams that they currently have lined up for the future. Currently, support is going to be available on Discord. They have several different channels within the server that has support frequently asked questions. You can also just type in your question or the problems that you're having, and we will get it addressed. The Realio protocol reputation, I would say overall it's really pretty good. They have about 87,000 followers on Twitter. The team is fully doxed, so you can see all of at least the senior leadership on the website, so that's all available. I wish they would post more updates on Twitter, but right now at least probably about every week to a week and a half they're posting some type of update. Seems like they're regularly doing AMAs. Every quarter they're giving out a little bit more of a detailed type of report. As far as the tokenomics, total amount of tokens issued are 75 million. According to Coin Market Cap, only about 8% of the tokens have been released right now, so it'll show like a $10.5 million market cap, but the fully diluted market cap is 118 million. There is a pretty steep inflation rate on this token. I wouldn't necessarily plan on holding this token for any kind of long term. Real world assets and tokenization of real estate is like $50 trillion globally. So there is a substantial portion of revenue that is going to be up for grabs. And Realio has a very decent groundwork that could put them in the hunt for a decent chunk of that. So even though their fully diluted market cap right now is about 120 million, I would say if they can capture some of that revenue, even just a small percentage of that total market cap, this could easily be a $1 to $5 billion protocol in the future. I just really hope that they start looking towards the onboarding, because right now it was Q4 of this year before they really kind of started talking about issuance. And I think that needs a much higher priority. If I wanted to build something or tokenize some type of real estate, I would like more of a standardized procedure and way that I could know that that was going to be happening. Definitely needs to be more standardized, and there needs to be a system put into place so that the investors and the borrowers know how that system is going to work. I think that about does it for the RIO protocol or the Realio protocol. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like the video, please give me a like and subscribe. Remember, this is not financial advice. Crypto is extremely risky. If you have any suggestions, please give me a comment and a suggestion for any type of these decentralized apps that you're interested in, and I'd be more than happy to do a review for you. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next week on Deciphering Crypto. Take care.